What's up YouTube? It's your boy Nash here. Welcome back to the channel. Now before we get started with today's very interesting video, the road to 200 subs has now come to a close and we are now on the road to 500 subs. Who knows, maybe we might hit 500 subs by the end of the year. Only time will tell, but as I have said in previous videos, if this channel does get to 500 subs, I will be opening up this Korean LOB booster box in its entirety on the channel that I got from my partners over at Collector Store. So be sure to check them out. Link and address will be in the description below. By checking them out, not only does it support them, it also supports the channel, and I would greatly appreciate it. On the hopes to potentially pull a Blue Eyes White Dragon, a Dark Magician, a Red Eyes Black Dragon, a Piece of Exodia, Monster Reborn, Pot of Greed. Excuse me. The possibilities are out there. However, if this channel gets to 1,000 subs, I will open up this first edition Toon Chaos box in its entirety on the channel that I also got from my partners at Collector Store, on the hopes to potentially pull a collector's rare out of this set. But it wouldn't be the first time that I pulled a collector's rare, because I also pulled this. Freshly pulled out of my Genesis Impact box opening is a collector's rare Beat Cop from the Underworld. I opened up Genesis Impact a few months back, so make sure you guys check out that video if you haven't already. But this thing looks beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. The centering on the back is a bit off from top to bottom, but honestly, it really doesn't matter. I am, however, going to be getting this graded at some point. Not really sure when though. But with that being said, if you guys want to see these boxes get opened, maybe you guys want more episodes of WWE's Biggest Issue. Maybe you guys want more episodes of Yu-Gi-Oh's Biggest Issue, deck profiles, card discussions, WWE topic videos, or maybe, just maybe, you guys want some premium live event predictions and results. Well, if you guys want all of that and more, my channel is the place to be. So if you guys are new to the channel, and I know that a lot of you guys are, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, smash that thumbs up button on this video, and make sure you guys are following me on all of my social media, including Threads, because that is where I have been giving you guys previews, if you will, of what the next video will be. All of my ads will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. And I want you guys to post in the comments below answering the question of the day, which ties into today's video, which this is going to be a bit of an interesting one. But the question of the day is this. Who do you guys believe will be in Santos Escobar's newly reformed Legado del Phantasma? Let me know down in the comments below. And honestly, that right there is the big question that we are going to answer in today's video. Who is going to be in Legado del Phantasma if Santos brings it back? So the question is, will he bring it back? So if you guys don't remember or don't know at all, Santos Escobar debuted in NXT. What was it? Back in literally during the pandemic. He was a part of that part of that tournament to crown a brand new cruiserweight champion, all because of the fact that the original champion, Jordan Devlin, or JD McDonough, was unable to defend the title because of the fact that, because of COVID and because that he lived in Ireland, he lived in the UK, he couldn't travel to the States to defend the title. So at the time, he was known as El Hijo del Fantasma, and he ended up revealing himself as Santos Escobar, and he became the second longest reigning cruiserweight champion of all time, before losing the title to Kushida later on, which is insane. After that, he became sort of like a mini babyface, if you will. Ended up being forced to join the D'Angelo family, and now Legado's on the main roster, but as part of the newly reformed LWO. So think about that. You got Rey Mysterio, the Hall of Famer, Cruz del Toro, Joaquin Wilde, Zelina Vega, and Carlito, and originally Santos Escobar, but Santos, well, if you guys saw SmackDown this Friday, then you already know what's up. Y'all already know what's up. It was nasty. We can tell you, however, if you guys had not been keeping up with social media, then unfortunately Rey Mysterio had to have surgery on his right knee, once again, his right knee, and is going to be out of action for quite some time. We don't know how long he'll be out of action for, but with how bad it was, I would assume he'll be back in time for WrestleMania, but who knows. But now with Santos Escobar as a heel once again, the question is he going to bring back Legado del Phantasma? That right there is the big question, and honestly, it's hard to not say no. It's hard to say no because it's a possibility. It's a possibility that he could bring back Legado del Phantasma, but with, I guess, 2 new members and a returning member, I guess? Which is a very high possibility, but we don't really know who exactly could be in this group. So obviously we know that the original Legado del Fantasma featured Santos, Del Toro, Wild, and then later on Elektra Lopez came into the fold, and they dominated. In spite of not winning championships, other than the Cruiserweight title, Legado del Fantasma dominated NXT with an iron fist. And aside from the Undisputed Era, Legado became one of the most dominant factions in NXT, and that's saying a lot because the Undisputed Era, for the latter part of 3 years, almost 4 years, they dominated NXT. You know, winning tag team gold, winning the North American title, becoming NXT champion, and of course Adam Cole, baby, became the longest reigning NXT champion of all time, and that record it still stands. It's possible that Ilya Dragunov could break that record, but who knows? But with that being said, the question is, who could join? I mean, at this point, there's a long list of people who could join Legado. I know that one of them is Dragon Lee, but he even took to social media and said that won't be me. That will not be me. If I join the LWO, that won't be me. I got your back. That was Dragon Lee. Dragon Lee took to social media and said that, which honestly, I buy it. I buy it because Dragon Lee was became one of the biggest stars in Japan, in Mexico, just literally everywhere he's been, he had won gold. NXT, it wasn't his deal. You know, he tried to go after the North American title. He failed, unfortunately. He went after the Heritage Cup. Unfortunately, he failed. But I have no doubt in my mind that Dragon Lee will definitely become a mega a megastar on SmackDown in WWE. Even especially if he joins the LWO, which honestly I want to see that. I want to see how far that will go, because if you really think about it, Rey Mysterio could teach Dragon Lee a lot about this business. You know, he's already, you know, he and Carlito have already been teaching Cruz del Toro, Joaquin Wilde, and Zelina Vega a lot about the business. You know, Rey even taught Santos Escobar a lot more about the business than Santos ever could learn. You know, so with that being said, I mean, again, there's a long list of people, but I think the three that definitely come into mind: Angel Garza, Humberto Carrillo, excuse me, and potentially Elektra Lopez. There's been a lot of rumors going around saying that former WWE superstar, now turned AEW superstar, Andrade El Idolo, or Andrade Cien Almas in WWE, his contract with AEW is going to expire literally at the beginning, sometime at some point next year. So if those rumors are true, odds are WWE could potentially buy Andrade's contract, and he could extend his contract, but with WWE, and he could end up joining the LWO, which is a possibility. But that's where the confliction of Zelina Vega lies. Does she align herself with Rey Mysterio and the LWO, or does she go back to Andrade and rejoin Legado del Phantasma? That right there is one of the biggest conflicts that I think honestly we're going to be seeing. But at the same time, if Andrade renews his contract with AEW, which again, I don't watch AEW unfortunately. This is just from what I had seen on social media. But if he does renew his contract with AEW, the question is, who else would join Legado del Fantasma other than Angel, Humberto, and Elektra? I mean, yeah, sure, you got Lola Vice. You also have Axiom as well, who's from Spain. That's a possibility. So I think, so in my opinion, the idea would be Rey Mysterio, Zelina Vega, Carlito, Angel Garza, not Angel Garza, Cruz del Toro, and Joaquin Wilde against Santos Escobar, Elektra Lopez, Angel Garza, Humberto Carrillo, and Axiom. It's possible. It's pretty much it's a very high possibility. But to be honest, I don't know why. I don't know why they waited till now to pull the trigger on the Santos heel turn, because the way I see it, Santos Escobar as a babyface actually kind of worked. In a way, it worked because they won a pretty good handful of matches since Rey Mysterio brought back the LWO earlier this year. In his fight against the Judgment Day, and it worked. It worked. Santos Escobar also qualified for the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. He competed in that SmackDown World Cup tournament as well. He even got pretty far. He got what? what, semifinals, if I remember correctly? Or was it semifinals? Yeah, I think no, finals. No, finals. It was the finals of the tournament. If I remember right, I believe it was the finals actually. But honestly though, I think this heel turn is just a way to start a match, start a rivalry that would lead directly straight into WrestleMania 40 when it goes to the Lincoln Financial Field in Philly, which honestly I wouldn't mind it. I wouldn't mind seeing a Rey Mysterio Santos Escobar match at WrestleMania because think about this. If that match takes place, think of how incredible that match would be. Literally, contrast the styles. You got Santos Escobar, who's a high flyer, a technician, and a powerhouse. He's got the power game under his belt, against Rey Mysterio, who is a high flyer, and a striker. So think about that. Contrast the styles. Interesting matchup, but as far as Santos turning heel, honestly, it didn't surprise me compared to what happened this past Monday on Raw with what Drew McIntyre did, but the Santos heel turn, it did shock me a little bit. But the Drew McIntyre heel turn, I don't know what the hell Drew is thinking, but I think he's going to regret it at some point. It'll be a while before he turns babyface again, but only time will tell. But I will say this, I will say this, I don't know what to say about Santos turning heel. I think but it will be interesting to see what Triple H has cooking for this this new rivalry, because I know that their last encounter, aside from the United States title match, their last encounter took place in a fatal 4-way when Rey Mysterio was traded to SmackDown last year, and that was where the respect started. That was where the babyface turn started for Santos and for Legado, and now this. I don't know. I honestly don't know, but I think we all know who's to blame for Santos Escobar turning heel. It's Logan Paul. It's definitely Logan Paul's fault for all this bullshit. So I know for a fact that Rey Mysterio is definitely going to challenge Logan Paul for the United States title again. For all we know, it could happen at WrestleMania. There's been rumors going around saying that Logan Paul might not be back until what, Elimination Chamber, and then WrestleMania will be his next event, his next appearances. So who knows? But I will say this: it will be interesting to say the very least. But another thing that could also come up as well is Escobar becoming the odds-on favorite to win the men's Royal Rumble match this coming January. It's a possibility, but then again, Rey Mysterio could also pull it off, and he could be the one to take the undisputed title off of Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. It's possible, but only time will tell. But I will close out this video by saying this: Santos Escobar versus Rey Mysterio is going to be one hell of a rivalry once Rey Mysterio returns, but it only depends on when. But with that being said, that will do it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up button. If you guys are new to the channel and you guys want more WWE topic videos in the future, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and follow me on all of my social media. My ads will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. And on that, this is your boy Nash, signing out.